Welcome back to Snacks from the Snacks. My name is Erik Henderson. I'm a graduate student worker at the University of Iowa Archives.
My name is Maddie Birchfield, and I'm about to be a grad student at University of Iowa in the fall.
Nice. So we're about to go and try to attempt to make a black cake recipe from the Szathmary Culinary Manuscript collection, and it's from the Alice Electra Picknard recipe book from 1868. So a few of the ingredients that you will need to make this cake would be 1 pound of flour, 3/4 pound of butter, 1 pound of sugar, actually scrap that, a 1/2 pound of sugar, 1 pint of milk, 4 eggs, scramble that up pretty nice, a teaspoon of baking soda, but they just said soda, so we assume that it's baking soda, 2 glasses of brandy. This is what the party really starts right here. Then some spices, some raisins, CURRANTS. I had trouble all day pronouncing that. And some CITRON to your taste. So we're pretty lactose free over here. So we have some almond milk and some non-dairy butter. The fun thing about these recipes and some of them is the fact that there's no clear directions on how to bake things. So, you know, we just have to attack it like that.
So I think that we should start by combining some of the stuff that isn't the flour, and maybe not the eggs yet. So that's where I think we should start.
Okay.
Maybe some sugar and... So we've upgraded to a whisk now, and because I don't know when to add the milk in, we're gonna do it now, and it's gonna get real creamy.
I don't. Okay. A little. All right. So we may have stumbled across a little problem. We forgot to add our apparently 2 cups of brandy, but it kind of made one huge cup, and we're kind of full here. So we have to transition to a new container. So we'll be right back with that update. Back, and apparently we have a much bigger mixing bowl. I don't know why we couldn't find that in the first place to just use that, but you know, you win some, you lose some. I think we decided to use a little less brandy because of the consistency now. It's pretty solid. I'm not really sure on my baking standards, but we think the brandy would make it a little bit more looser than it needs to be. So we'll add a little less to that.
A little too loosey-goosey.
1 shot of vodka. So we've added our CURRANTS, and what was the other thing?
We substituted CITRON with some lemon zest.
Yeah.
And for spices, we did cinnamon because that's all we had.
Cinnamon spice makes everything nice, right? So I think we're gonna move it over to our baking pan now, and let's see how it turns out. All right, so we have our black cake, which really isn't black, and the mixing pan, but we're about to plop it in the oven. Got it at 325. We're gonna put it in for about an hour, right? So it's showtime. Maddie said she put it in 10 minutes less than it's actually needed, but I think that'd still be all right.
Wow.
Holy smokes. That actually looks pretty good. You can see it sizzling right around.
I might test it with like a fork.
Folks, this is what it's looking like right now. How do you feel about this right now, Maddie?
Well, for a black cake, it is not black. But I think it smells good.
Yeah. It seems like it has that nice crispy top on it. It seems like maybe, like you had said, the brandy liquor that we had mixed in it had created that really nice firm crust. And I feel like that's gonna give it that really juicy taste that will make this sweet cake really nice. So we're gonna let it sit for a little bit and then we're gonna dive in. We just cut open our fruit cake, and apparently, as you can see, all of our currants has sunk to the bottom, and it's a little squishy still. I guess we should have kept it in there longer, or what do you think we could have did to make this a little better?
I'm not sure. I saw one time somebody put flour on their stuff so it didn't sink. But I also just don't even know if that's what the texture of the
It's supposed to be.
I don't even know if that does need more cooking would help that.
Yeah. Cause it's just like the crust and outside looks really good. But yeah, it just didn't really get all the way in. I guess we have to give it a try though still. Alrighty. So we're gonna give it a few more bites. And we want to thank everybody for joining us on this adventure. Maybe you should bake this a little longer, maybe at a little higher temperature.
Yeah, maybe even add like brown sugar or something. Maybe that would help with the color issue we faced.
Yeah. It's like the crust.
It's good.
Pretty tasty and interesting, but when you get past that and you get to this rubbery, it's not the best. But this was Snacks from the Stacks. Thanks for joining us. Come back again and watch.